Oh, okay, it's not showing the game. Oh yeah, this is the game that requires screen capture for it to work. Let me just make sure we're good. How's everybody doing? Okay, yeah, we're good. I can show. Welcome everyone to Game Dev Tycoon, created by Green Heart Games. The game on the top left is also a game that they created, which I might play in the future. Hello Saturn, Noah, and Lacey, and hello Mikey as well. How is everybody doing? Okay, that's not supposed to happen because we're supposed to be on a new game right now. How is everybody doing? We are going to be playing some Game Dev Tycoon now. And I'm doing good. Welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. In this business simulation, you have been transported back in time to start your very own game development company right at the beginning of the PC revolution. In the next 35 years, you can build your dream company, create best-selling games, gain fans, and become the leader of the market. Before you can start your adventure, you have to give your upcoming company a name. Of course, we gotta name our player plays, of course. And then do what we can. Not many options. Man, that's probably the best we can do. Alright. What to name the company? 42 years. Now we'll just do 35 in pirate mode. Causes severe, reduce sales on our games, bank cracks, okay. Plaisler Enterprises. We could become Plaisler Enterprises. Oh, that's literally the maximum character length. That is actually crazy. Welcome to Plaisler Enterprise, where we develop games. Since you played the game before, you can just use all the previous game hints. This game, nope, completely fresh. Now, pausing the game, due to if I don't, the time will move on without us doing anything. And thank you, Rocky, for the phone. Hope your day's going well. Alright, so first things first, before we do anything, we need to develop a game. Now, before we name it, let's pick the platform. The G64 or the PC? As we can tell, it's the PC era. PC. Alright, so what genre? We got action, adventure, RPG, simulation, and strategy. Okay, maybe before we choose that, we pick a topic. We got dungeon, construction, surgery, and ninja. Maybe we should go for a dungeon adventure game. Like the fantasy game. Not fantasy, but fantasy animes. So we got a nice dungeon adventure RPG dungeon. A simulation. All of these fit this category. A dungeon adventure, a dungeon simulation, or a dungeon RPG? That dungeon simulation doesn't make all that sense, so maybe a dungeon adventure would. Thanks, Orange Fox, for the follow. Hope your day's going well. But what are we gonna name the game? We should... What do we do? Nah. What should we do? A solo death. How would that sound? A solo death. No. What else could we do? What else would be better than solo death? What would sound good for a dungeon adventure game? Okay, this is actually difficult. What should we name it? We're in a dungeon. There's no dragons in dungeons. Ooh, hunters could be doable. But what about the? That's not as well. What about the dungeon? Yeah, we could do the dungeon hunters. The dungeon hunters. Now that seems like the perfect name. Next. Text-based? Who does text-based games? Nah, we're going 2D graphics version 1. Start development. Alright, so what should we do? Should we we should probably put a lot of time into gameplay. Stories and quests. I think that is very important. The engine, don't think it's as important. The gameplay, of course. If it's not good gameplay, not good. We also need stories and quests due to it being dungeons and adventures. The engine. Yeah, this seems pretty good for our allocation of time. Alright. Start the development. Alright, level design, I'm not too sure. Dialogue, I don't think we need a whole ton of dialogue. AI for the enemies, definitely, and a good amount of level design. I sort of feel like this should be pretty good, because we need good AI for the players to fight. We need good level design where it looks horrible in my fight. And dialogue, who needs that much dialogue? Monthly cost of 8,000, that's a lot. Basic sounds, of course. Now we should go sound for sure. Those horrible, creepy sounds of the dungeon. Definitely need that. Graphics to make it more terrifying. World design. Ooh. I mean, that does need to be up too. Maybe. What about this? Because you need some good sound, but you also need you need good world design more than sound. How about we just do a perfect even? Maybe a little bit less sound and a little bit less world design. That should be should be fine. There we go. Now I gotta fix the bug, and we fixed the bug. The Dungeon Hunters. Look at all of that XP we are unlocking. Let's go ahead and trash it. JK, we're releasing it. Well, let's go ahead and generate a game report. See how good the game did. Hello, James. Oh, dude. It ain't my birthday. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back. Hello, madam, how are you? First reviews came in for the Dungeon Hunters. What? Disappointing. Not much fun. A waste of money. Bad. Just bad. Wow. A newcomer to the game change released the first game, The Dungeon Hunters. The game has moderate response from reviewers. We are curious what plays learned device will deliver in the future. Wow. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Dungeon and adventures, an okay combination. Story and questing very important. Yep, engine seems not to be important. Okay, so I was right. And we can do some research to a new topic. Yeah, definitely. Farming. I want to do a farming simulator next. Alright, you guys remember Farming Simulator 19, 22, 25? You guys remember those games? We're gonna copy those. We're also going to bring in some crime, because we got some research points. I mean, we've made a good amount of money. Not the copyrighted. But we're not gonna name it Farming Sim 2019, we're gonna name it something else. There we go, so time to develop a new game. This is going to be on the PC, simulation, farming, and we should name this The Farmers. What year is this? This is year 1. The Farmers 1. What about this? Nah. I sort of feel like The Farmers, because we're farmers. Because that is a 100% copy. But if we do this, it's not. Of course, 2D graphics. 2 bugs already. We just started development. Gameplay out the wazoo. Engine higher. Quests? Bro, the only thing you're doing in this game is farming. You don't need that many quests. You can have some. Thank you, Hatsu, for the follow. Hope your day is going well. Game dev Tycoon mentioned. Yep. The Dungeon Hunter is now off the market. It sold 5,620 units, generating 40,000 in sales. We only have 40,000 to our name. That's not good. It saved us from going in debt. That's pretty crazy. Alright. Level design, out the wall. So dialogue, you don't need much dialogue. AI, I don't think you need much AI in this farming simulator. But you do want some AI. For like if you have workers or the animals. But yeah, this should be fine. what if, here's a plot twist. What if every single game I created during this live stream, we create in Turbo Warp, which is basically Scratch, but better. What if we just remake all these games ourselves? Instead of making just this and Sing It Go, we actually make the games and name them the names we do in the game. And maybe slightly tweak the titles of the games. How do you guys feel about that? Because we could do a stream where we work on one game at a time till it's done. Good idea, nice. Alright, looks like we got something to do in the future. Once we're done with this stream, we need to begin development of this in our free time. Alright. Of course, we need world design and graphics out the wazoo. Sound, world design more than graphics and sound. Sound, not so much. We need a really good world to farm in. I say that is pretty good. Alright, gotta fix the 5 bugs. That is settling, outselling competitors in the PC sector. No quantity, okay. Might be into competition hardware manufacturers, who knows? Yeah, 5 bugs is not a lot, that's actually pretty good. New record. And we've gained a lot of EXP. Alright, might as well generate a game report on the Farmers one. Our reviews have came in for the Farmers one. Ooh, please be good. Yes! Very enjoyable. Good. We beat Farming Sim. Very good. Yeah. Very enjoyable. Very good. Enjoyable. Nice. Please be a 10. It's not. Nice experience. Now that's what you call good. First game flop, second game amazing. What if it turns out like that IRL? Now that would be crazy. Okay, that's good, I guess. That's good, I guess. We're talented in farming and simulators? Yes, we are. We have 37 fans. Yep. There we go. Great combination art. Seems very important. Didn't think it would, but I can see it. Alright. I think we should save up for a custom game engine. Yeah, let's save up for a custom game engine. Alright. Same platform. Alright, we should pick the topic first. Because we did farming and dungeon. What should we do with the other 4? Which one? I was sort of thinking like ninja. I think this one might be a good one to go to this time. So we got ninja. It's gotta be an action. It's gotta be a ninja action game. What are we gonna name it though? What are we gonna name it? I know what to call this. That ain't me. That ain't me. 1. No, let's just say not that ain't me. If you guys know, if you know, you know. This is a Smitty reference. That ain't me. When he's playing prop hunt. When you're a ninja, you're sneaking around, they see you. That ain't me, and you're out of there. I think it's a pretty good game title. That ain't me. 2D graphics, of course. That'd be a funny game name. That ain't me. 10,000 units sold. That's an important milestone. That's nice. Gameplay. Yes. We developed a ninja action game called That Ain't Me. A Smitty reference. Of course, we need stories and quests. A little bit less. We need a lot of gameplay. A lot of stories. Not a lot of engine in this one. Nintendo. Dinky King. Gaming home consoles. Okay, we might need to start developing for that. It's going good, of course, because That Ain't Me. AI, out the wazoo. Dialogue, not at all. Perfect. Look at that. Money, money, money. We got good money, money, money. Alright. Graphics, yes. Roll design, a little bit. Roll design, graphics, sound. I think that should be fine. If we didn't release this game, we would have been in debt. Because we have less money than that's in here, so... Yay. We did good. Nah. Not in mine. Wasn't that just 11 earlier? I don't know. I thought that was just 11, like, not even a minute ago. Saying new record. Well, might as well begin development on a new game. Let's choose the PC genre. We'll give it a second. Pick the new topic. What about some construction simulator? And we should name it Buildy Bros 1. How do you guys feel about this? Buildy Bros 1, a construction simulator on the PC. Construction Tycoon? If we were named Builder Bros Tycoon 1. Tycoon 1. There you go. We got the word Tycoon in there. You guys fine with this one? Because this one seems nice. Alright, good, good, good. 2D graphics, of course. That ain't me, Kevin. Oh. Mid. Okay. Could have been better. Fun at stages. Okay, okay, okay. A 7. Enjoyable. Is this one gonna be an 8 or a 4? A 5 has its moments. Okay, okay. That's actually pretty good. That's like an average of like 5.5 or something. I don't know. Alright. This seems like gameplay, no quests. Like, you don't want a story, you don't want a quest. You're just constructing. I guess there can be some quests. But I think gameplay overall. I think this is how it should be for construction. Contract work. Hey, just finish. That ain't me. And I'm impressed by your talent. I am the contracting business and can use your skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, just let me know. I can set up some work for you. The test next year. Okay, okay. We might have to make a game for that. AI. Out the wazoo. Dialogue? No. Level design? Yes. I sort of feel like doing this. I sort of think this would be perfect. We still want a good amount of level design, but we want more AI. Wow, 22,000 in sales. We're making bank. Only if it was like that IRL. Only if I were to recreate these games IRL, that would be crazy awesome. Alright. Sound, graphic, world design, sound. I think this might be good. I think this is fine. It should be fun, right? Sound maybe a little bit higher. Maybe graphic a little bit down. World design up. I think that should be fine. It's basically all of them maxed out, but sound a little bit down and graphics a little bit down. This game is called Buildy Bros Tycoon 1. It shows at the top of the screen. It better not say new record with 11 design. It said that 3 times. It's not a new record if it's like a game dev tycoon. That's a lot of level ups. And to generate gain report for that ain't me. Our reviews came in for Buildy Bros Tycoon 1. An 8. A 6. 7. That's not good. And another 7. That's like an average of like 7.25. Is it? It's like an average of 7.5, I think. But now we got 2 games on the market, making us dual money. Great combination, graphic is very important, good match. That is good intel. Let's generate another game report of Builder Bros. Tycoon 1. Buildy Bros, not Builder Bros. That ain't me off the market. Not as much sales, but a lot of sales. We got the following results. Great comment, great graphics, sound seems to be important. Okay, so we did good. We did good on this one. Alright, time to... Alright. Custom game engine time? Or should we make another game first? I think custom game engine time. What do you guys think? I think it's time for one. Yeah. Actually, we're just researching how to make one. We aren't actually making one yet, I don't think. It's been released. We should get a license for it. And make our next game on it, maybe. We should steal Mario from them. Game tutorials and mono sounds. Let's do... Oh, mono sound. Game tutorials. Mono. Game tutorials. $1.7K, 6 game sales. Yeah, that's actually a lot of money. We're actually doing quite good. Alright, now it's time to, of course, 2D V2 linear story save game tutorial. That's a lot of money. Alright. We're gonna call this game engine Oof. Game frame 1. Welcome to the Game Frame 1 engine. Game Frame 1 engine. You know what? Perfect name. We spend all of our money on it, but we have enough for another game to be made once we're done. If we have the money. There we go. Now let's go and do a little bit more research. New topic of sports, because we're gonna take Wii Sports before it exists. Okay. Of course, we're going to pick the Game Frame 1 engine, the PC, and sports, with the genre of simulation, a sports simulator, yes. What we're gonna call this Wii Sports. Okay, no. Oh. Sporty Bros 1. Sports courts. Sports courts Sport. That's a perfect name. Welcome to Sports Courts 1. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Of course, V2 graphics. There goes down our money. Why does it cost $35,000? Of course, we need game tutorials. We need to save our game progress. We don't need a linear story for a game that's sports. Okay, so from what it seems like, this time allocation is with a span of 3 weeks. So this is an entirety of 3 weeks. So 1.5 weeks is spent towards AI. Maybe 2 days is spent towards dialogue, and the rest of like the final week is spent on level design. From what it looks like, this is 3 weeks long, and that's how this works. So I'm gonna use this time frame a little bit to make it more believable. Because I want to copy and paste the games basically that I make. Like if I make a game within a week's worth of dialogue, I'm gonna spend not a week, but maybe like half a week doing it or something. Not that long, you know, but I'm gonna try and make it more believable, like the game itself. Alright, so that was a span of 2 weeks, but still pretty good. Graphic up, sound up, but not as up. There we go. Yeah, roughly 2 to 3 weeks is the span of each page, meaning it's roughly 6 to 9 weeks total for a game. From what it seems like. The sales number ever? Yeah, of course they have. Nice. And it takes a week to get rid of. We're in the negatives already. Not ideal. Zombies. We're gonna research zombies in the meantime. Our review has came in. A 7. That's pretty good for Sports Courts 1. A 9. One of the best. A 8. That is nice. Yeah, zombie simulation. Or zombie RPG. No, not zombie RPG. We almost went in debt, but we're good to go now. Of course, generate the game report. Wow, we've made so much money from that. It's a surprise hit with the players. The developer Playsler Enterprise is fairly new to the gaming industry, but we cannot wait for what they will develop next. That's good. Very common dialogue, not important. Yep, that's why I turned it down to 0. But there still was some. And then we could do colonization. Yep, colonization. Okay, that made us so much money. Sports courts, thank you. Alright, time to develop a new game on the Game Frame 1 engine, on the tests? Oh, on the tests. And it's gonna be a zombie simulation. A zombie simulation on the tests with the Game Frame 1 engine. Now that seems good. And we should name this. Yes. What do you think we should name it? Rather be Rather be dead. Dead 1. Now that seems like a really good game. With V2 graphics. I don't know what's the difference between V1 and V2. Does V2 give better graphics? Like for pixel art, like let's say if it's pixel art, V1 is like 8 pixels by 8 pixels per tile. V2 is like 16 by 16 or 32 by 32 pixels per tile. That's what I'm guessing V2 graphics mean instead of V1. I'm just saying more pixels per tile. That's all I'm guessing, but that's probably how it works. A recent integration of variety of game devices. Yeah. Yes. As one of the opposite market. Yes. Okay. Okay. Linear story. Ooh. We could do linear. No. Game tutorials. Do we need game tutorials? I sort of feel like we need some stories and quests for the player to do. No. I have a feeling. It needs to be more up. Targeted audience. I wish we got this research before we developed this game, because this game needs to be rated for mature. Not everyone, like it is right now. I wish we waited. Oh, that's a lot of money. Where did it go? Dialogue gone. AI up. Level design up. We basically do not change that at all. I should have made AI higher. Graphics, yes. Sound, yes. World design can go up there for a bit. Oh, okay. Alright, we just need to finish the bugs. There we go. Rather be dead 1. Meaning, we're gonna be making more in the future. Alright, let's go ahead and do some research of target audience so we can do mature, young, or everybody. The reviews that came in for Rather Be Dead 1. A 6. Nice. Not gonna say that number, but it's enjoyable. 5 has its moments. 7, it's beautiful. That's pretty good rating. It's an average of like 6.75 average, I think. I'm not sure if I'm doing the math right. Alright, time to generate a game report for Rather Be Dead 1 on the test. The Master Vive. The Master V. I forgot about that existence. There we go. Bad. This is your fault. This is your fault, Saturn. I'm blaming you for that. What's the next game we want to make? Colonization on the PC. This is going to be on the PC. But what genre for colonization? A colonization strategy. Simulator. Strategy. Simulator strategy. Simulator strategy. Simulator strategy. Simulator strategy. Simulator. It is strategic. Yeah, strategic. This is gonna be rated for no, I don't know. Everyone, yeah, probably. What should we name it? British turned American. British turned American 1. I mean, it's a colonization game. This would make sense, but Colony Tycoon does as well. British turned American. I mean, it makes sense. Oh wait, I got a better one than this. The British are coming. The British are coming. The British are coming to colonize 1. We got 3 names. The British are coming, the British turned American, and Colony Tycoon. Which one do you think we should do? Unless if you have another game name. I know, but it's about the game. Which one would be a good name? Oh, that's hilarious. The British are coming. British turned American Colony Tycoon. Hello, Sierra. How are you? We're developing games, and right now we're trying to figure out a title to a colonization strategy game on the PC. I found out the British are coming. British turned American. And Saturn said Colony Tycoon. Do you have a game name for this? That might be good. And the British are plotting? The British are plotting. The British are plotting 1. Now that seems cool. The British are plotting. So you gotta strategize against them before they attack. Now that seems good. Anyone else has an intake on this? It's 32 degrees. Attack of the British? The attack of the British. Ooh, the British attack. And now we got 5 names. You surprised me with being live at 6. Well, yeah, I said 2 to 3 hours after I end the supermarket together stream. I stream this game, so I'm doing what I said last stream. The British attack. All right, seems like we're all in agreement of the British attack. With the V2 graphics. Well, Rather Be Dead 1 is making us income. This requires gameplay. It requires story. It does not require engine. Boom, dum, 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 dum. Alright. Level design. Dialogue does not seem important. You know what? Might as well keep it the same as we've been doing it for every other game. Alright. Graphics, yep. World design, yep. Sound, yep. So should we just allocate a week each or 2 for each of these? Maybe a little bit less world design, maybe a little bit less sound, maybe a little less graphic, maybe a little bit more sound, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, maybe like a stepping stone. No, maybe we should do pedestal style. Pedestal style. Can we release the game before? Nope. Now that's a lot of income. There we go, no more bugs. The British attack won. Time to trash it. Now let's release it. Alright, we can research mono sound, which is before stereo sound existed. The British attack 1 came in. Please be 10s around the board. A 7. Good game. A 7. Enjoyable. A 8. Played for days. A 9. Colonizing and strategy. It's a great compass. That is like a 7.75. No? Yeah, that is a 7.75 if I'm correct. I don't know, I've never done calculations like that before. Not calculations, but math related to that, I think. Star percentage. I've never done that before. Master 5 by Vina. I don't care about that console. Alright, time to generate a game report for the British Attack 1. I think that's the best one so far. No, I think not the Rather Be Dead, the farming simulator game. I don't remember what it's called, but I think that one has done the best so far. Yep. There we go. Everything is great. Yeah, I think... wait, yeah, 7.75, so I was correct. 6.25, I think I was also correct. 8.25 was sports courts. Builder Bros is 7. That Ain't Me is 5.75, and the Farm is 7.5, the Dungeon Hunter is 2.75. So yeah, the best one so far is sports courts. But yeah, I think I actually am doing these calculations correctly, which is very good. Alright, time to develop a new game that's going to be on the game frame, and it's going to be crime simulator on the test. That the test makes sense, but at the same time doesn't make sense. Should I just do PC only for this one? No, I sort of feel like we should do the test on this one. Yeah, let's do the test on this one. And then, what are we gonna name it though? A crime action game. Yeah, that would work. Maybe, my bro turned. No. Evil took over. Evil took over 1. Crime Time? No, I don't think that'd be a very good name. I don't think that'd be good. It sort of seems like a voice line the character would say. It's crime time. Like it doesn't seem like a good game title. It seems like a good voice line. If you get what I mean. Overlook? Nine went by naming games is difficult sometimes. Bro, I got an achievement. I got an achievement. I got an achievement just sitting here trying to figure out how to name the title. Nine. Oh, my Gojo reference. We already did a That Ain't Me by Spinny. That's a Spinny reference. So nah, I'd win. Now that has to be the game name due to its quote. It's from Gojo, just like That Ain't Me is from Smitty. We have to do this. And plus, it's a crime action game. Gojo is fighting. He's not fighting crime, but he is fighting. It's like demons and spirits and whatnot. So technically, that is crime at the same time. But that's funny. That works very well. Nah, I'd win. That's perfect. The British attackers still making money. AI, yes. Level design, yes. Dialogue. Bro, if this is a Gojo reference, we need some dialogue in there. I'm watching your live while getting ready for school and wanna cry. Yeah, that sucks. But you could. Don't. I mean, I'm not gonna continue what I was gonna say. You should focus on school while you're at school. Sadly. 200k? That's nice. Graphics? Yes. Sound? Yeah. World design? Not so much. I'm Steve O'Connor, player at DJ. It's up in a game for mature audiences. Would you like an interview? Sure. Let's go to an interview. Great. Is that all I said? Was great? That'd be funny. We'll publish the interview next week. Okay, okay. Has recently published an interview with Blazler Enterprise. According to the interview, the company started its first game targeted at mature players. They said, "We think that players that are looking for mature content in games are willing to take the risk. Give it to them." Cool. When you say sooner or later, mature games become more common. We're curious to the market react to these games. Hype 15. Thank you for the hype. That's nice. Nah, I'd win with a new record with level ups. Time to trash it. Wait, has my school brand as Wi-Fi speed for some reason? Better user experience. Alright, well, time to do some research on better user experience. First reviews came in for. Nah, I'd win. I didn't even name it 1. I think I named That Ain't Me 1. I think I actually did on accident. A 5? A 5? A 5? A 6. That's a 5.25. Star rating. Nah, I'd win. Failed. Time to generate a game report for it. I've fallen way below expected numbers. Yeah. Wait, it's on the test. If it was on the PC and not the Nintendo NES, aka TES, in this game, it probably would have done so much better. Why didn't I think about that? Casual games, art research and Gojo Siwa doesn't work anymore. Yeah, totally. Ah. Okay. Good thing we stick with our PC. Great combination, important, not important, terrible. We had to try. Now let's do some casual games. Or something. A casual zombie game for young kids. That seems perfect combination, am I right? Alright, time to develop a new game. This is gonna be on the Game Frame 1 on the PC. And it's gonna be we haven't done surgery. It's the only thing we haven't done, meaning we have to do it. It's going to be a surgery simulation for mature, and we're gonna call it My Bones. My Bones. Do you guys get the reference? My bones. From that, I think it's the same creator who did the gambling meme or whatever. I can't remember what exactly the meme is, but I think the meme is like related to gambling. Like, I think that is the same creator who did My Bones. If you guys know what I'm talking about. That's why I think My Bones is perfect for this game name. And of course, text-based. I wouldn't even know how to do that. Sorry, when AFK, that's fine. We're producing My Bones. Gameplay, story quest. Nah, engine. Yeah. Hello, Tintu. How are ya? Thanks for sharing the live. We are making a surgery simulation on the PC called Me Bones. 52,000. Nah, I'd win. Go to a reference. Failed? Nah, I'd win. Nah, you flopped. Get out of here. You made less money than the first game, I think. It's 8 a.m. Are you asleep at 8 a.m.? No, we need less dialogue. If there's that minus underneath dialogue, that means it needs to go down. Plus, who needs dialogue in that? The patient is dead. Hell away now, are you? The gameling. Alright, looks like we might make a game for that next. Yep, sound and graphics while the world goes down. There we go. Mine flopped. Mine wouldn't flopped, and I agree with that. Yeah. Time to trash it. JK. A level editor. 3D graphics. I sort of feel like 2D graphics v3 switches from like using Scratch graphics to using Unity graphics, basically. It's like, oh, you've leveled up to Unity now, but it's our own game engine still. But yeah, who knows? How can we... Oh, 3D time, 3D or level editor. 3D. Please, I gotta go in a few minutes. I hate school. Or separate me. Yeah, totally. School sucks a lot. An 8-star game. But yeah. Hopefully you have an okay-ish time at school. Hi CJ, how are you? 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, perfect 8, 8, 8, 8. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh, it's just been released. Okay. Research complete of 3D graphics. I need to make a new game engine if I want to use it. Okay, I am broke. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna make another game without 3D graphics. Might as well choose the Gameling. And ooh, we're gonna have to reuse one of these. I sort of think a farming a farming casual. So you can just be casually on the bus to school, just on your Gameling, which is the aka the Game Boy, just playing a farming game. That makes sense. How'd you get one game 10 in a row? Yes. Thank you, Tinju. Place CEO of unemployment? Yes, I am. Totally. Alright, what are we gonna name the game? We should name the game, Pocket Farming. Pocket Farming 1. Because the Gameling can fit in your pocket, and you're farming. So you're just sitting on the bus, let me just pull out my Gameling like it's a phone and just play a farming sim. Okay, I'm gonna go to school now. Alright, see ya. Have a horrible fun time at school, Denju. Same with you, Sierra. Pocket Farming 1, let's go. This is of course gonna have same game and tutorials, gonna have gameplay, a little bit of quests if you want to do some, and also a good amount of game engine. 20 bucks right out the gate. I have at least a few minutes before I take off to school. Alright. I'm getting a bit tired. Am I taking a nap? Go right ahead, because we're going to work on level design. A little bit. Oh no, the last time we did a farming game. Make them even. Farming, level design, just no, AI should have been higher. Messed up. Alright, graphics, yes. Sound, maybe. World design, maybe. Alright, if I wake up later and you're still streaming, come back. When you wake up, I might be streaming a different game. With the growing internet, also growing for video games, it's marketing games. Marketing has been unlocked. My bones. That's a lot of money. Alright, see ya. Pocket Farming 1. Let's go. Open world. Let me just research that real quick. I'm gonna need that for the PC. Pocket Farming 1 came in. Oh, a 9. A 7. A 7. And 8. That is a 7.75. I think, anyways. Alright, we're almost done researching open world. There we go. Generate a game report for my bones. 50,000 units. Wow, pocket farming is actually pocket farming. We went from 100k to 500k. You're here. I mean, I'm already. Oh no! No! I just no. Give me money. Make me lose or get money. One of the two. Do it. Okay. We're fine. Good, great. Nice. Let's do a game report on 7.75 pocket farming. Yeah, we are pocket farming their money. It's actually crazy. Who knew doing pocket farming would be that awesome? 100k unit. Wow. This is Game Dev Tycoon, where we make games. That's a lot. I almost became a millionaire off of this one game. Good combination, not important, great. Might as well research a level. Yeah, level editor. Might as well make a new game. No, I don't really care about the whatever it was called. I want marketing. I can make a new game engine without these. Alright, see ya, Sarah. Have a fun time at school. New game engine. V2 graphics, V3 graphics, better user experience, level editor, open world, mono sound. This is going to be called the Game Frame 2 engine. Because we got the Game Frame 1, now we got the Game Frame 2. It's now at the market and wowza. Good. They removed that number. The G64 taken off the market? Who cares about that thing? There we go. Now it's done. Now we can produce game. No. I just want these out the way to give me more options to research. As valid for bankruptcy. Which is something that you're going to be doing when playing Monopoly. Dance. You know what? We'll get that. The more we research, the better. There we go. Now it's time to develop a new game on the Game Frame 2 engine on the game. No, none of these seem like a casual game. Except for construction. A casual construction game on the Game Link seems good. And we should name this Pocket Building. And we should name it number 2 because number 1 is called Pocket Farming. Number 2 is Pocket Building. There we go. 3D graphics on the Game Link. Can the Game Link support 3D graphics? No. Better user experience, a save game, no stories and quests, more gameplay than engine. Level editor. Well, this guy, yep. Alright. Level design. open world. Yes. Yes. Maybe. There we go. No new level ups? Let's go in and trash it. JK. Pocket building 2 came in. An 8. And 8. A 7. And 8. That's a 7.75. Not ideal, but it's fine. No, it is ideal. Anything higher than a 5 is better. Hello. Now they'll do some aliens. I have $1 million, and do I want to move into a new office? I'm not that rich. We're of course making games inside of a game. Wild West. This might be the next game we make, aka Red Dead Redemption 3. Oh yeah, we can't research, so you're going to be developing a Game Frame 2 on the PC. And it's going to be a Wild West adventure for mature. And we should name this I'm from the you never answered me on Discord? Oh, an identification then. I'm from the East. Cause it's the Wild West. They've never been there before. With 3D graphics. Stories and quests out the wazoo. And then level design and AI, of course. So, wow, not as much as our other pocket farming game. Actually, did our pocket farming game build? How much did we make? We made 719. And pocket farming made 125. So yeah, pocket farming did better than pocket building, but still very good. World design needs to be more up. Now let's go ahead and finish off the bugs. There we go. Level up. Only took forever. Simple cutscenes. Let's go and generate our game report. First reviews came in. A 2. I forgot about dialogues. That is a 3.25. Nah, it's 3.25, not 2. But wowza, that's not gonna make us any money. I lost fans because of it. That is crazy. Well, time to do some research on some simple cutscenes. And do a little bit of research on a new topic. And it's gonna be pirates. Race reveal? Bro, if you've seen my YouTube channel, you would know what I am. And what I look like. I don't care about the new office. I don't got the money. And IRL, this would seem like way too much money. But in this game, no, it's nowhere close to enough. Alright. Hey, it's on gigs. It's scary. I haven't seen it or anything in a while. Game Engine 2 Gaming Pirates. No. This is gonna be a strategic pirate. In a pirate auction game. We're gonna call this give me that booty. Because it's the pirate's booty, aka treasure. Booty means treasure in pirate language. If you didn't know this, now you do. 30 graphics. BRB, alright. Alright, that should be fine. I should hopefully leave. A level editor. What are we gonna do here? Dialogue. Some, I guess. Yep. World design. Yep. Oh, that should be fine. Okay. Finish the bugs. New record? Of course it is. Not. Character progression and better dialogues? Yeah. I need more research points. A 10? A 7. A 10? A 7. A 10? A 6. A 10? That number. This is an average of 6.75. Correct. Okay, combination seems important. Okay. Technology. Good with me. We should research better dialogues. I can't check what the next thing can research? Fine. No, I don't want to go into a new office. Alright, time to develop a new game. And we're going to do a technology simulation on the game link for everybody. And we're gonna name this Pocket Tech 3. I guess so. Three, two, because on the game link. Okay, gameplay, yep. Engine, yep. Story, just a no. That's a good amount of money. AI and level design. Graphics, yes. Sound, yes. World design, not so much. We do not want an open world for this. Alright, time to do bugs. And bugs are done. Now that is some nice level ups. Better AI. That should be fine. Come on, let me do a game report. There we go. First reviews came in for Pocket Tech 3. Our first 10? A second 10? A third 10. Yeah. A 9.75 rating. What? That is good. Decrypt it. Yeah, no, decline. But look at the games. Well, give me a second. Pocket Farming 1. Very first game. What? Pocket Farming 1 is the first game on a game lane. I named it Pocket because the game lane, it's like a phone, but it's thicker because it's got batteries and whatnot. So this is Pocket Farming 1 because it's a farming simulator. Pocket 2 is Pocket Building because you're building. So Pocket Building 2, we got a 7.5, a 7.5, and then we come to the newest Pocket 3, Pocket Tech 3, Technology, 9.75. 3 10s, 1 9. Now that is our first game ever to get that much. We have $2 million. That's pretty good. Great combination Not important, good and good. Might as well do some contracting work. Cause why not? Star Gamers gave it a 10, saying my new favorite. Continues to innovate like this, that might become a new fan favorite. I know, I know, I know. What? Okay, okay. Hello, welcome back. Got Orphan Architect 3, which was recently released by players or 500k in sales. If it was a music record, it would have gold status. How much more will it sell? And they're releasing the test console called the Super Test. I gotta get a license to make games on that. I don't need a new office. I have $4.7 million. That's not enough. Give me your flannel? What do you mean? Research. I want to research character progression. I need to research everything. So I'm doing everything I can for research points. Alright, I guess that failed. Well, I guess it's time to go. Nah, let's just go ahead and develop a new game. It's gonna be the game frame 2 on Alien Mature, and it's gonna be an alien action game on the PC game frame 2, and we should name this. How do you spell Afro? Is that how you spell Afro? Nah. The Green Boys. Okay, we're gonna name this the Green Boys 1 because we got some green aliens coming in. Hey, wait a second. Why are you here, Sierra? Aren't you supposed to be in school? 30 graphics. 4.1 million in sales. Now that is what you call a good game. Only if that were IRL. I wouldn't be up there with schedule because Central 1 made like 20 mil. Mama is in here, so I can sneak out my phone a bit. Nice. When you want cookie, go grab some from the cookie jar that I don't have in stock in the supermarket. Alright, a gameplay and engine, yep. Alright, so that should be fine. We're gonna save the game in a little bit. Open world, sure. You're looking at school? Yep. Totally am. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and save the game. There we go. Please be high. Yes, 7. 7. 7. 7. Perfect 7. Yeah, definitely. Alright, research character progression. New office? Do I want to do a new office? No, we'll do that next stream. I actually, I sort of think this actually should be the last game we develop. I think that might be the smartest thing to do, is have this one be the final one and not produce anymore. Because let's take a look at our game history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games. Now that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. And if I want to do a mission where I turn every single one of these games into an actual game you can play, it's best to stop now. Because the way I do it is, it's gonna be on the dungeon. I'm gonna do dungeon, make it adventurous, and I'm gonna try and do everything. So if I set world design to basically 0, I'll do very little world design. If I set dialogue 0, I'll basically do 0 dialogue or very low dialogue. But not today. Nice, that's good. Okay, if I do want to turn these games into actual games to play, it's best we stop now, so I can actually work on them one by one. Well, when will my boy Stays come out that corner? He will show up if we do a game development stream, developing a game, and the game we're going to be developing is going to be one of these 15 games. I think I'm going to go in order of how I made them, but every single one of them for PC. But the one for the NES, aka a console, will have controller support. And the one that's for the Game Link, controller and phone support. No, just phone support with PC support. Or should I just do all 3? Controller, phone, computer. You know, we'll just do all 3, all games or something. I don't know. But I do want to make these games real just because I can. They have to be super small. We can finish them in maybe 1 to 2 hours. Or whatever. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed. We'll be back later today. I don't know about later today. Maybe not later today. But who knows? Actually, I don't know. I might work on a game. The first game, which is a dungeon game, but I do not know. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and follow that good old stuff. And I'll see you guys all in the next one, where we are going to be playing. I don't know what game yet. But yeah. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Enjoy.